Good morning. Welcome to Forex in Four. Today is Monday, October 17th, 2011. All right, so we're going to start out with the euro again. Guess we always start out with the euro because euro seems to be the one making the news, right? You look here, we're looking at a 30-minute chart, and you'll see that we've got this double pattern, or excuse me, double top formation that happened right around 139, and 139 was that target level that I put up from last week. You can go back and check the chart of the day, but essentially we had I think it was a bull pennant pattern that completed for us, and it actually closed out at 139 or just beneath there last Friday. But so. We had some news over the weekend about the G20 basically telling European finance ministers, hey, you know what, you mentioned this early November deal. Well, you've got a meeting at the end of this week. Get it hammered out this week, basically. Come up with the solution, figure it all out. And, that sort of gave us a little bit of optimism here. You can see markets pushed up a little bit higher. And then all of a sudden, Chancellor Merkel's representatives came out and said, well, you know what, wait a second. We might not be able to do all of this that you're saying just, in 1 week's time. It may take a little bit longer. So clearly expectations are being lowered there. All right, and you can see that we've got the resultant sell-off. So this happened just in the last couple of hours. We're pulling back from 139. All right, and you can see that we're up here just above the daily S1 pivot support that we're coming down to. Well, we're starting to hit oversold, so maybe there's going to be a buy in here, say 137.50, something like that. And I'm going to keep an eye on this level here. So that's really what's going on with the euro. That's the big news this week, obviously. It's the Eurozone meeting. All right, you got some other figures coming out for Europe. Just to, I'll give you a quick rundown of what we're looking at this week. But essentially, not a ton of news today. And we're going to get the German ZEW surveys. Okay, those are going to be out tomorrow. All right, that's economic surveys that'll have potential impact on what's going on in the Eurozone. But it's not a huge one right now because we're all waiting for the the resolution here, if you will. But there's got German PPIs on Thursday, and is there anything else happening here for the euro? Not much else happening in the Eurozone. Oh, except for a government debt to GDP ratio report, which I guess is out on Friday. I don't know how important that's going to be or not, but essentially we're just waiting for to hear that they're coming up with some sort of solution and that we're moving forward. But it looks like maybe euro's starting to stabilize a little bit here. So you can see that. I'm just going to flip it over. We've got a little bit of risk off taking place now, and all these charts sort of look the same. Okay, now we're at pound. Okay, you can see pound also sitting up above the S1. Okay, right there. That looks like we could actually see a decent reversal here at 157.50. Looks at that area right there, 38. Okay. In the pound, we're going to get the release of the Bank of England minutes this week. All right, and that's going to tell us sort of what they're thinking as far as further easing is going to go. All right, earlier we had the release of some home price figures, which showed that home prices were sort of a mixed number. So they're positive, they're not sinking, they're just not growing as great as can be. All right, we have their CPI data due out tomorrow, though, and I'm not sure that I'm getting a good estimation here of what they're looking for, but I'm seeing that saying 4.9%, which last time inflation was at 4.5%, which is well outside of the target band. And if it goes up to 4.9%, that's going to be a very high figure, and it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do over there. I mean, Bank of England just added an additional 75 million pounds to the £75 billion to the asset purchase program. So, if that's helping to drive inflation, can they raise rates while doing that? That's going to be an interesting topic of conversation. We're also going to get retail sales figures and some other things with the minutes there. So that's early in the week for the pound. That's going to be important. All right, later today we've got here in the U.S. we've got just some industrial production and empire manufacturing figures. All right, not a big deal this week for the U.S. All right, we've got some PPI numbers on Tuesday. All right, and then we've got CPI on Wednesday. That's going to be the big mover for U.S. What's going on there? So really, right now we're just seeing a pullback in risk. All right, you got the Aussie pulling back as well. They're going to release the minutes from their meeting. All right, so you can see that it's basically about the expectations that are going on in Europe, and I just want to show you gold here. Gold's also pulling off here. It just tried to get up above that 1700 area, which we pulled for our bear flag pattern from last week. So if we get a daily close beneath 1640, I'll just show it to you down here. All right, then we could see a potential sell-off in in gold. So right now, this bear flag pattern still is intact. All right, if we close above 1700, it's nullified. If we get a close beneath 1640, it's going to be good to go. So I'm still at this point keeping an eye on this and just waiting for this move to potentially occur. So that's really all that we're looking at here. Japanese yen strength. Just show you real quick. Dollar yen. All right, we're up above 77. All right, and we're just sort of slightly moving higher on that. So, it's been 76.50 to 77.50 has essentially been the moves, and we're sort of right in there. So that's kind of what we're looking at today. Let's see if markets here decide to blow off Merkel's comments and turn it around. So good trading to all.